Michael O'Doherty here. Just thought I'd come on and just chat to you briefly. It's just at the end of the day, I'm after finishing here in my clinic now in Ennis in County Clare and seeing a lot of patients who have fatigue and just seem to have some sort of brain fog and issues like that. And there's no doubt about it. I think I might have said this to you in the past that COVID, for some reason or other, has had probably a negative impact on many people. And the one area I think that has definitely been affected is the fact that it's in some way altered the brain. And the more and more research I do around the area of the brain and how the brain has been programmed over the last couple of years, because when you think about it, you know, going back to 2020 or early 2020 when people were told first, well, you know, there was a COVID virus coming and they were shown all of these images which seemed to be very traumatizing, these types of images that were being shown to the public via the media. And then, of course, you had a situation then where people were locked down and in their own homes, working from home, suddenly life stopped for people. And then, of course, had to go through the whole area of vaccination and all of that. And over the last couple of years, for sure, it has traumatized people. And I think at the moment, people are going through a lot of post-traumatic stress state. And added to that, when you hear all of the negativity in the media and the negative predictions of what might happen this winter, and we heard them talking about, you know, COVID and the flu combined and all of this. And literally, even with the weather and with everything, everything is negative. And literally, we are, you know, frightening the living daylights out of people through the media. And whatever the agenda is, they obviously don't seem to comprehend or get the message that everything that they're saying through media outlets, all of the negativity is having an impact. And the impact is that it's programming the brain. And we now know from a science perspective that your brain is not just a ball of fat inside your head. Your brain is not just hardwired that that's the one you were born with and that's the one you end up with. Not at all. Our brain is in continuous flux and continuous change. And the thing is that neuroplasticity has taught us to understand this area of science, particularly from the area of neurology, is that our brain is continuously reacting to everything that we're thinking. Just like when we eat, our body is reacting to what we're eating. What you're thinking, what you're being told, the images that are being created for you, the negativity that's continuously being projected by the media is having a direct effect on the construction of a network in your brain. We call this a neural net. And when your brain creates this pathway throughout itself, it's basically constructing neurons of firing and wiring, and your brain is now becoming hardwired based on what it is that you're being told. So it's like, you know, my computer behind me, you know, what we're seeing on the screen is what we're programming in using a keyboard. Your brain is no different, and of course our body, like a printer, is printing it out. So we have to get away from this negativity. We have to get away from this uncertainty and this insecurity. Surely to God, all of these medics who hear this rhetoric being I suppose, delivered into people's homes hourly, daily, weekly, you know, continuously, surely they're going to come along and say at some point, this negativity is having a huge psychological impact on people. And that's what I'm seeing every day. But what I have discovered also, because of 30 years of experience, is that when the work that we do, by working with the energy system, by looking at the nutrition side of things, but primarily by working with the energy system, that in some way we can reset the system. So your energy field, your energy system, what it does is it contains all of the information and it's programming into our system, as I said, and constructing the brain in a certain way. What we have discovered is that when we work with the energy system of the body, that we're able to reset the system. That by all of the experiences that you and I have had over the years, that it's registered within the energetic system of our body. And what we've worked with over the years is to reset that energy system. And this is exactly what we're doing now in our clinics every day. We're really getting people coming into us who are traumatized, who have a reaction to that post-traumatic stress state as a result of what's happening over the last couple of years, causing them digestive problems, insomnia and all of that. And of course, as I said, when you layer on top of that the continuous bombardment of negativity, is it any wonder people are running to doctors, taking drugs? Any wonder our children are under so much pressure and we see a massive abuse of narcotics in our younger people? Is it any wonder people are just literally driven mad by what's happening? Somebody needs to take control of this craze, this train that's run away with all of this negativity. At the very least, folks, what I'm saying to you, stop all the negativity. Get away from that negative news and negative programming like we talked about before. Start taking time out for yourselves, okay? Working with the energy that we do, and I'm not pushing for business, I'm saying to you, working with your energy system is really, really powerful because it helps to reset your system, to get you back on track and living your own life again. And that's what you need to do. You need to take control of your life. You need to decide what you're going to listen to. You need to decide whether you want to live a life full of fear, anxiety, uncertainty, and insecurity based on what we're hearing, or you take control with you and your family and you start looking after yourselves. If you do, you can live a life. But we need to stop living the life based on the narrative that's being pushed continuously within the media and also with each other. Make a decision not to be talking to each other about what's happening in other parts of the world, this, that, or the other. Just take some time each day to relax, to sit down and chat, to relax, get out in nature, to listen to the birds, to whatever you want to do. But just make your mind up. I'm no longer going to be getting into negative self-talk or with other people about negative stuff. If people want to be negative about what's happening in the world, disconnect immediately from them. Because the reason being, and I'm going back to it again, your brain and our brains have constructed a network based on the repetitiveness of the negativity that we've experienced over the last few years. The brain has changed. We need to rewire the brain. How are we going to do that? By working with the energy, disconnecting from the negativity, looking at your food, taking time to meditate, do a little bit of yoga, get out for walks, all of this thing. And when we start to do that, this is a form of neurophysiology, using nature to recreate a healthy brain. If we can recreate a healthy brain by taking those steps, then we will function better. Our digestive system will function better. We will sleep better. We will feel more relaxed, and it will change your life. This is the reality of it. So there's a reason why people feel stressed and anxious, aches and pains and all of that. And every day now in my clinic, I am continuously trying to get this message across. That once we work with the energy, reset the energy system for the patients, then they support that by changing their attitude in life. And it's amazing, even in a couple of days, how people's lives can change. So disconnect completely from all that negative rubbish and that negative narrative that's being pushed by the media. Get away from those chat shows that are going on. Watch something funny in the movie. Go to something funny in some funny movie or whatever the case may be. But remember, if it is their brain is programmed and wired because of the negativity, and if we are going to change that, we have to change our daily behavior and attitude. Okay, so I hope this helps you to understand why you might feel you have brain fog and you're lacking energy and lacking motivation and all of that. Life can be different for us. There is a positive future for you if you want it. I don't buy into that negativity. I decide in my life every day how I'm going to live it and what I'm going to eat and what I'm going to think. And I'm deciding my own future. I'm projecting the future that I would aspire to. You can do the same thing. It's up to you. Or you can allow those who, through screens and other media outlets, to dictate your future for you. If you allow that to happen, then you're not in control. And then, of course, you're going to be anxious. So I spent a little bit, probably too long on it right now. So I hope this is going to help you. Please share with your friends and share the information. And I'll only be too delighted if anybody wants to private message me. If they have any issues, I'll be too delighted to help. Have a lovely evening, guys, and spread the message. Disconnect from the negativity. Bye-bye.